The cost of COVID. The average COVID hospitalization costs $20,000.
That's according to the Kaiser Family Foundation. And now medical bills are forcing some people to make major sacrifices.
So I have to pick a wedding or my health because I don't even know if I'll be able to walk down the aisle due to my health.
If worst comes to worst, the only other thing I would have is filing for bankruptcy.
That's the tough choice some COVID survivors now have to make.
WESH News' Marlene Martinez reports for some, the first challenge was simply staying alive. The second, avoiding financial ruin.
Davis Campos is breathing a little sigh of relief now that he's back with family and out of the hospital.
I was in the ICU for a month and a half. I was on the vent for 8 days. I spent the entire summer in the hospital.
The father of 4 was hospitalized for 3 months, sick with COVID. Then his colon ruptured. He went septic and needed emergency surgery.
It's not fun for you or your family, or your children.
Through it all, Davis survived, but it turns out his COVID journey is far from over. His first bill from the hospital, over $1 million.
It's insane. Who's going to pay that? I mean, who can pay that? I'm not a millionaire.
Thankfully, Davis had insurance to help with all of these medical bills. That chopped down what he owed significantly, but he's still on the hook for nearly $9 grand.
It's still a lot of money. I lost my job. I have no income. Trying to get unemployment, and they're giving me a hassle because I can't look for work.
Davis is still recovering.
Here's another $600.
But that's tough with the stress on his wallet. He even moved out of his own place and in with family because he could no longer make rent.
It's a slap in the face, really. You hit all these bills. What can you do? I mean, if worst comes to worst, the only other thing I would have is filing for bankruptcy.
And unfortunately, that's what it could come down to for some people, according to UCF health insurance expert Meredith Robertson.
Medical bills are actually the leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States, according to the American Public Health Association.
Now that it's open enrollment season, Robertson says when picking an insurance plan, make sure to pay attention to the deductible or the alternative.
For individuals who are completely uninsured, they're basically on the hook.
Meanwhile, Casey Kelly is looking at her own books.
These are just some of the medical bills. This is just since COVID.
And she's making a tough call herself.
We decided right now that we can't afford a wedding and we can't afford medical bills at the same time.
Casey has been poring over wedding plans for months, ever since she and her fiance got engaged at the beginning of the pandemic. But then they both got sick with coronavirus last year. And for Casey, some of the symptoms never went away.
I was having trouble breathing. My heart rate was going crazy. I thought I was going to die multiple times.
Casey also has asthma and fibromyalgia. She says she's a COVID long hauler, and now she's racking up more medication and more medical bills.
I'm actually terrified for the amount of medical bills that are going to come my way.
So Robertson has these tips that could be worth your while.
There are charity foundations. I've also heard of some people who are creating GoFundMe pages. And some hospitals do have financial assistance programs if you ask. But the key is to always ask to negotiate your bill, because providers will negotiate. They want to get something is better than nothing.
For now, Casey is taking matters into her own hands and paying out of pocket for her future medical bills. This week marks her first virtual appointment with a COVID long hauler clinic, but she says they don't take her insurance. It's the price she's willing to pay to get her life back.
It'll probably be around $30,000, which $40,000, which would have been part of a wedding. So I have to pick a wedding or my health because I don't even know if I'll be able to walk down the aisle due to my health. It's not what every girl dreams of one day when they think about getting married.
So what's the cost of COVID? For now, a dream and a future. In Orlando, Marlene Martinez, WESH 2 News.
Some really tough spots to be in. For more tips on how to navigate your COVID medical bills, go to WESH.com for Meredith Robertson's full list of health insurance advice.